Alright, so we have the review sheet for classical mechanics. This is the second test I have for classical mechanics, which is also ironic because next week this classical mechanics test is also the second exam of 3 that I have next week. This one being the hardest one, and then the one on Friday being the E&M one, which is relatively difficult, and then the Wednesday one being a math one, which is pretty easy. But in any case, I thought I would start looking at the review sheet for classical mechanics. So in this case, one of the required derivations, or at least 2 of the pieces, is understanding the philosophy and motivation behind reformulating classical mechanics in terms of Lagrangians and being able to derive the Lagrange equations from D'Alembert's principle of virtual work. So that should be not too bad, even though it's sort of a graduate school thing. We looked at it in class. This is planetary. That's not what I'm looking for. I always forget which folder's which. Okay, that's optics. And then I know that one's not it. So, of course, it's the last one I checked. But, yeah, we take pretty thorough notes in classes. I actually can't get some of these pages apart because I brought food home and the food spilled Thai sauce all over some of the pages. So I genuinely can't even look at some of these. I don't even know what I'm looking at the moment. This looks to be Fourier series. This is the start of Lagrangians. I somehow skipped too far because that looks like these are still Lagrangians. These are equations of motion for springs. Okay, now we're looking at general normal mode theory. I still haven't found what I'm looking for. Those are matrix equations. I literally cannot, I can't get the pages apart. I physically